Welcome back to Investing Talk Podcast.
Right.
So today we're really zeroing in on General Motors.
Okay.
You guys sent in a ton of really interesting stuff. Everything from like recent technical analysis,
Yeah.
charts and all that, to like broader news and, like where the company says it wants to go. And I think like our job here is to kind of sift through all of that and like pull out the insights that you really need to understand, where GM is right now
Right.
and what its potential is.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a good mix here.
Yeah.
We've got data on, recent stock price movements and trading volume. We've got news about partnerships for like autonomous driving technology
Right.
and electric commercial vans.
Oh, interesting.
We've even got discussions they're having with the U.S. Secret Service.
Wow.
And then, of course, we've got a range of analyst opinions on where they think the stock price is headed.
Oh, cool.
And then beyond that, we've got the overview of their business. How healthy are they financially? What are their strengths and weaknesses? What's the general sentiment about them in the market? Who are they competing with? And what does the future hold? I mean, there's a lot here.
Yeah, this is a lot. Okay. Well, let's jump in. Let's get started.
All right.
So let's start with like, the most recent stuff with the stock.
Okay.
It's trading around 50.95 right now.
Okay.
But one thing that really kind of jumps out is that it's dropped recently, like about 3% just in the last day.
Wow. Yeah.
And that kind of lines up with some technical analysis we got, suggesting a downward trend for the stock. It's currently trading below both its 50-day and 200-day moving averages. And those are like basically ways to smooth out the daily price changes and see the bigger picture, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then you add in that that trading volume has been lower than usual lately. And we know that like lower volume can make those price swings even bigger.
Right.
Right.
Because there's less kind of, push and pull.
Exactly.
So less activity can lead to bigger swings.
Yeah.
But what's really interesting is we've got this potential conflict between that short-term downward movement
Okay.
and some of the fundamentals. Like, if you just look at the numbers.
Okay.
So from a technical standpoint, yes, the trend looks bearish.
Right.
But then you look at the price to earnings ratio.
The PE ratio.
Yeah, the PE ratio, which is around 7.82.
Okay.
And that's actually relatively low
Oh, interesting.
compared to other companies in the same sector.
Okay.
So that low PE, on the surface it seems attractive.
Right.
But it could also, kind of reflect the market's concern about the huge amount of money
Yeah.
they have to spend to switch over to electric vehicles.
Right.
And, they're not sure, are consumers going to buy them? So it's a bit of a potential value trap
Oh, I see.
if those concerns actually happen.
Gotcha.
Now, the technical analysis also says that the stock could become oversold if the relative strength index keeps dropping.
Okay.
And the RSI, it's like a momentum indicator.
Right.
And when it falls, it can mean that the stock is being sold off too quickly.
Okay.
Maybe people are overreacting in the short term.
Interesting.
And that could mean it's going to bounce back later on.
I see. So
You've got this tension, this push and pull between, people selling it off now and the potential for it to be a good value in the long run.
So there's a lot to unpack there, but let's move on to some news, because the partnership with NVIDIA for self-driving technology seems like a pretty big deal.
Absolutely.
It's really cool to think about like what could happen, down the line if GM really figures out how to make this NVIDIA stuff work in their cars. Like what could that change?
Well, you've got to think about it.
Yeah.
If they can, successfully integrate that advanced AI into their vehicles, it could be huge. I mean, that's the future of driving.
Exactly.
Autonomous vehicle.
And then, on top of that, we've got this potential deal with Hyundai to share electric commercial van designs.
Right.
Which, if that happens, that could really, really help GM in the EV market.
Yeah. I mean, that market is growing so fast.
It is.
And, obviously GM wants a piece of it.
They want to be right there with the rest of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And these strategic moves, they're not just random. They're clearly about positioning GM for the future of transportation.
Right.
How we get around, how we move goods.
Exactly. It's all changing so much, isn't it?
It really is.
So it's really interesting to see what they're up to. And then, I mean, this is a bit of a curveball. The U.S. Secret Service is in talks with GM.
Yeah, no, that's kind of out of left field.
Right.
a little bit.
It's not something you'd immediately think about, you know?
Not really.
We don't have a ton of details on what they're talking about.
Right.
But this could mean that, like, you know, GM is developing some technologies that a government agency like that would find useful,
Exactly.
which, you know, potentially could lead to, like, government contracts.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I mean, this makes you wonder, what are the applications of their technology beyond just the cars and trucks we think about?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, are they, working on something for security,
Right.
specialized transportation?
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's intriguing, and it could, create new revenue streams for them,
Right.
boost their reputation as an innovator.
Yeah,
And, this just adds to the overall uncertainty about their future,
exactly. And we can see that.
which is reflected in the wide range of analyst price targets.
Yeah, that's really interesting. You know, we've got analysts giving price targets ranging from $42
Right.
all the way up to $85.
That's a huge spread.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows that, like, nobody's really sure what's going to happen.
Right. I mean, it really reflects how differently investors are weighing all these factors we're talking about.
Yeah.
Some people might be focusing on the short-term challenges,
Right.
like the cost of, building all those EV factories.
Yes.
And whether people are even going to buy EVs.
Right.
So they're more cautious. They set lower targets.
Right. They're a little more.
But then you have others who are like, no, GM is going to be a leader in EVs and self-driving cars.
Right.
And they're setting those higher targets.
Yeah.
So it really shows you there's no clear narrative right now.
Yeah. No, I think that's a really good way to put it. So zooming out a little bit, to the bigger picture, GM has said they're going all in on electric vehicles.
Yeah, they have.
They want to stop producing gasoline-powered vehicles by 2035.
Yeah, which is a really ambitious goal.
It is.
I mean, 2035 is not that far away.
No, it's not. And they also want to be carbon neutral by 2040.
Right, which is even more ambitious.
Yeah. And that's a massive change for a company like GM.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a huge investment.
Yeah.
A lot of risk, but also, potentially huge rewards.
Yeah. I mean, it's a complete transformation. And, of course, they've got some strengths going for them. They've got those big brand names.
Oh, absolutely.
Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac.
Yeah.
And they've got a huge network of dealerships all over the country.
Right.
Which, is a big advantage.
Yeah, they've got that infrastructure already in place.
They do.
Which, these newer EV companies don't have that.
Right.
So it's a definite strength.
Yeah. But even with that,
yeah,
the shift to EV is a really big challenge.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's a ton of money they have to invest.
And that's not even the whole story.
No.
They've got to think about, like, how are they going to train all their mechanics to work on electric cars?
Yeah.
How are they going to, get charging stations set up at all these dealerships?
Right.
It's a massive undertaking.
It is, and it's happening in a world where competition is increasing.
Oh, yeah.
You've got companies like Tesla, which are, EV only. That's all they do.
Right. That's their whole focus.
Exactly.
And they've got a head start.
Yeah, they're seen as the leader in that technology.
By many, yeah.
And they have a different model too. They sell directly to consumers. They don't have dealerships.
So it's a different approach.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see how it's all going to shake out. But when we look at the competitive landscape overall, GM is still a major player.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in the U.S.
Especially in the U.S.
But globally, they've got some stiff competition from, Toyota, Ford.
Okay, of course.
These are big companies with a lot of resources.
Yeah. And I think, for GM, it's not just about competing on technology and price. It's about changing the perception of electric vehicles for a lot of people.
Right.
And the whole experience of buying and owning one.
Exactly.
So that's a big challenge.
Yeah.
And, when we look at the technical analysis that we have here, the recommendation right now is to hold the stock. Keep an eye on it, especially around key support levels. And that kind of aligns with what we've been talking about overall.
Yeah.
GM is probably a hold for investors who are in it for the long haul. They believe in the electric vehicle future, the self-driving future.
Right.
But they're also aware of the risks.
The risks of execution, the competition.
Exactly. But, that low PE ratio.
Yeah.
And the possibility that the stock becomes oversold, that could be a buying opportunity
It could be a signal.
if things stabilize. So for our listeners, like, what does this all really mean for you?
Well, it means you're looking at a company with a
Yeah.
long history.
Yeah.
It's trying to make a huge change in a really fast-moving industry.
Yeah.
And right now, the technical stuff is saying, be careful.
Yeah.
But at the same time, their long-term plans, these partnerships they're making,
Yeah.
they point to, a lot of potential down the road.
Yeah, and it really comes down to your own assessment. Like how confident are you that they can actually pull this off?
Exactly.
And they deliver on those ambitious plans.
In a competitive market.
That's the big question.
That's the key.
So, today we've really tried to paint a picture of General Motors. It's a company at a crossroads. And you guys, you gave us all this great information. We looked at the short-term pressures. We looked at these really big plans they have for the future. And I think what's really interesting is just how divided people are about where they think it's going to go.
Yeah, I mean, that range of analyst targets really tells you something.
Yeah, and even, just the fact that they're talking to the Secret Service.
Right.
That gives you a little glimpse into what they might be working on.
Exactly. It's exciting.
It is. And, this all comes back to you as an investor. How do you balance those short-term risks with the potential long-term rewards? It's not easy.
No, it's a tough call.
But hopefully this conversation has given you some, some things to think about, some more information to work with.
Yeah, it's a lot.
As you make your decisions. So keep following these developments. There's a lot happening. Subscribe, like, comment. Let us know what other companies you'd like us to talk about.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
And we'll see you next time. See ya.